Hey guys, as said yesterday, we're gonna do the freighter, but for some reason Tali is in some trouble, so we'll do the freighter, then go to the Valhalla threshold to save Tali, and then we'll see if we can go to the Crescent Nebula maybe to do the other things. So first the freighter. I don't want to do the Reaper IFF, because I think that will push the main story forward, and I don't want to force that. I want to first build our team more. Okay, so the Omega is not where we want to go to. We want to find where the freighter exactly is. Is it one of the other systems probably? Yeah. There it is. There's only one planet though, it seems. Let's check the planet out first. Utha. Punished with UV and gamma radiation from the class F star it orbits, Utha is no one's first choice for a planet to land on. Covered in seawater, Utha has a hydrosphere and ozone layer similar to Earth's, but that simply isn't enough to ward off the life-killing radiation. Its nitrogen-rich, oxygen-poor atmosphere goes unchanged by the few proteins that have managed to form in the ocean depths. Utha, however, has served as a way station for slaves escaping their Batarian masters. What little land it has is tectonically stable, and its considerable radiation wealth and electronic storms grant cover from many common types of sensors. Fleeing ships typically hide on Utha long enough to discharge their drive cores and stock up on deuterium before trying to make it to the cluster's mass relay. Okay. So why would they search for them? Why not just stay at the mass relay? Or at least have some people waiting at the mass relay. You can literally find everybody fleeing there. There's only one way out, right? You need the mass relay. But yeah.
Probe launched.
I'm surprised there's no thing that it found, like anomaly detected.
Probe away. Probe launched.
That's a lot.
Probe launched.
That is a lot.
Probe away.
Another one here.
Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away.
20 probes left.
Probe away. Launching probe.
I'm still on moderate.
Probe away.
Ah, there we go, depleted.
Launching probe.
I think that's most of the big things gone.
Probe launched.
But yeah, okay. It's only 50%, it's probably because of the freighter. MSV Strontium Mule. Derelict ship detected. Derelict ship. Registered MSV Strontium Mule. Visibly damaged from weapons fire. Ship is not responding to hails despite live signs aboard. Transmissions Using known Blue Sun's encryption detected. Airlocks are sealed, but the ship can be boarded through an emergency hatch in the cargo hold. Board. So, definitely want Tali along. I'm bringing along Jack. Jack is fun as well. Jack and Tali seem to be a fun duo. I want to level up my Incinerate though, so I'm not gonna use this. Plasma shotgun, better handgun, plasma shotgun, okay. Gotcha. Merc transmitter. Tex. That incoming ship isn't leaving. Looks like the fools are moving to board. The airlocks are sealed, so don't waste your time. Get a team together and be ready to welcome them to our cargo hold. Blow them out of the cargo bay doors when you're done. Captain Voorhees. Ah, okay. There's fragile crates, yeah. Explosive crates.
I wonder what they were doing here.
I do too, Tali. Airlock security controls. Read. All airlocks sealed. I can't do anything else. Okay.
See anyone else here?
Hub security
There
console
must be a way
bypass. There we go.
We've done it.
Guys, you're in my way. Laze. Transmitter. Ja, Kier. You seen a stash they pulled from cargo? We get that open and we're living the high life for months. Sergeant Bortes took the canister topside while Voorhees went to pry the codes from the ship's captain. Man, I wouldn't want to be that guy. Hawkins. So that's the way to go. Oh, it's Tali.
Unshielded hostile.
Oh my god. Another one of these texts. Kurtz, heads up man, those intruders are still alive and fighting their way through the ship. They have Commander Shepard with them. You better get your men ready to fight. Bortus has something up its sleeve. He's got a canister full of loot and I think he's planning to do something to Voorhees and take it for himself. Wouldn't be surprised. FTL drive inoperative. Okay. I guess we'll have to do all of this, like all these consoles and stuff in a Like, when we leave this place, maybe? I'm surprised though, there's no bodies anywhere. Well, okay. I spoke too early. There's nothing else I can interact with here. There's a red door that way. Is there anything of use? Maintenance records. FTL drive damage and repair to substandard parts. Risk of complete failure is elevated. Okay. So they tried to repair it? This is where I was before. What? Oh, it's upstairs, okay. Really nothing else? Okay. There's another transmitter? What? I don't see it.
I need cover!
What happened here?
There's one thing though. If they want to make it look like these bodies are like the people that were on this ship, people that use these living quarters would not stay in the same room though. They would literally get sick. Security lockdown in effect. Seek security controls to override. Communications relay inoperative.
There must be a way in. We've done it.
Let's first check if the other door is also bypassed. No.
Surprise attack! Nice. Combat drones away.
Combat drone is really handy though. another transmitter. Portis, your men better be ready. You hear the intruders making their way here and you better be ready with backup. The captain was not forthcoming with information, but I found his codes on the ship's black box. We'll get that canister open, but first we have to kill these intruders. This is the final entry for Captain Jared Barnes, skipper of the MSV Strontium Mule. If you're reading this, I and my crew are dead. 2 weeks ago we answered a distress signal. It turned out to be a blue sun strap. We managed to escape but sustained heavy damage. Do not approach the coordinates of this log. If you find a canister in our cargo hold, you are welcome to its contents. The authorization codes are encrypted in this log. I think I got everything here? Yeah, I can't go up these.
Deploying combat drone. Get to cover. I'm here. Coming.
What the fuck are you doing? Holy shit! Just standing in my way, like I almost got blasted into space. Woman!
Hostiles have been eliminated. It is likely that the requested cargo is located on the ship's upper deck.
Merc transmitter. Yeah, Kier, this is it. Get your men under control and ready to move. The intruders are the key. Once they hit the bridge, Voorhuis will call for us. Do not answer. The intruders will take him out for us and we'll get the code to this canister ourselves. At that point, take out anyone on your list. The fewer men left, the bigger the prize for each of us. Sergeant Boris. This one.
I'll take it.
Heavy skin weave. Iridium? Payload? Do nothing else? No. Recovered sensitive intel. Cerberus upload commencing. Defeated Blue Suns. Prevented looting of disabled freighter MSV Strontium Mule. Recovered substantial payload from MSV Strontium Mule. Okay, we got the heavy skin weave as well, so we should look in the upgrades.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
And read messages. Blue Sun's ambush site detected. From Cerberus Command. We've started going through that intel. Fine work, by the way. And we've discovered the location of the base where the Strontium Mule fell into the Blue Sun's trap. The Blue Suns are indeed using false distress signals to lure merchant freighters near their base, with the intent of capturing and raiding those vessels. If you can get out there and shut down their beacon, it'll save a lot of merchants a lot of distress. It'll also strike a blow to the Blue Suns as a whole. The base is on planet Planet Sanctum. A typo discovered. Decorous system. Secrets Cradle. We've uploaded coordinates to the galaxy map. Okay.
How may I help you, Commander?
How's the crew?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That's all.
That'll be all.
It's always nice chatting with you.
Still need to get to Tuchanka, Shepard. My student's being held by
I'll
blood.
talk to you later, Morden.
We'll be here if you need me.
Okay. Look at these babies. They're actually putting out the weapons I found as well. That's cool.
Commander, can I help you with something?
We'll talk later.
Commander.
I was hoping for more upgrades, but I guess I only get upgrades from the characters the first time.
No messages for you, Commander.
Thank you. It's on 100% now, so. There's multiple planets here. Vatar, located within the life zone of a dimming orange star. Vatar should be habitable except for its carbon dioxide atmosphere and an icy surface that kills most oxygen-producing bacteria. Nonetheless, mercenary companies and slavers have numerous strongholds on the planet, out of reach of any galactic authority. Travel advisory. A statistically significant number of distress signals have originated within the 1 million kilometer mark of Vatar. Civilian travel is not advised.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched.
That's 2 big ones. It's still on good though. I don't know if we'll have enough.
Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away.
Okay, so what we want to do is see if we can go to Tali's world now. We don't have enough thingies to scan everything here.
We have used half our fuel.
Let's do the disable. There's a small planet here.
I have detected an anomaly.
Found something. Franklin. A large moon, Franklin, retains a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide, but its desolate surface holds no signs of water or life. In order to defend Watson from the pirates of the Terminus system, Franklin is home to 2 Alliance spaceports, a naval bases capable of fielding 6 fighter squadrons each, and a classified number of interplanetary ballistic missiles. Mass effect fields keep the gravity in its installations at a comfort level for long-term living.
Launching probe.
Launch detected. Report to hazard shelters immediately. Repeat. Javelin
away.
Mark 2 missile launched.
Something on our sensors.
Anomaly detected. Scans detect an Alliance colony defended by a Javelin MK2 missile base. A distress signal indicates that the base is compromised by Batarians who launched 2 missiles at the Alliance colony. Total destruction of colony is imminent. 0 probability of survivors in missile strike. Find a control panel in the Javelin MK2 missile base. Time of impact calculated. Landing party will have 5 minutes to deactivate the missiles after shuttle touchdown. Okay.
Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe.
The difference between the element 0 and all the other stuff? It's kinda baffling.
Launching probe. Launching probe.
It says depleted, so just scan it real quick again, see if there's anything that might be of interest. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's land. And get ready to run. We've got 5 minutes. Tali. And Jack.
Warning.
Someone got their asses shot up out here.
Deploying combat drone.
Oh, it's not this way? It's this way.
Get
Come here. My shields are down. I can take you. switch code. Therefore, only one missile can be stopped. Use the kill switch code to save your selected target.
We've done it.
The choice that they made me do though. The civilians will need to be evacuated now. At least that's what it was saying.
Nice work.
Okay. I think I picked everything up. Yep. Prevented Batarian radicals from destroying colony on Franklin, protected colony's residential core, thousands of lives saved. Still better than losing anybody. Like, okay, probably the people and the thing and spaceports I couldn't save, but I still saved all of the residents.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
What the hell? From Tombs. What the hell kind of game are you playing, Shepard? You did the buddy act when I had the gun on that Cerberus scientist, telling me you understood. Now I find out you're working for Cerberus? Tests were done on me that you can't even imagine. For years Cerberus did them. They tortured me, they used me as a damn lab rat, and now you're teaming up with them like they're any other merc band? I've got my own merc team now, Shepard, and I kill any Cerberus team I can find. If I run into you, don't expect any different. Huh. More threats.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Okay. Crick. Known for its spectacular geysers that can be seen from orbit, Crick is a rock planet with expansive frozen oceans. Though it is within the temperature and pressure range for human habitation, its thick atmosphere is largely carbon dioxide and monoxide, making breath masks or environmental suits mandatory. The most abundant resources for exploitation are the potassium salts found in its seabeds, which fetch good prices on terraforming worlds.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
Thought I was gonna get like told off for saving the residential district instead of the spaceport and stuff.
Launching probe.
But that wasn't the case.
Probe away. Probe away. Probe launched.
One thing though that I find kind of weird though in that mission is like all of these citizens, right, you saved,
Probe away.
but instead of being like, well, they can always rebuild the spaceport, but the population is a lot harder to regain to that amount of people though, so I don't understand why
Probe away.
it was saying that they'll have to be evacuated. But yeah. It looks like there might be something else here that I haven't discovered. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's this? Oh, just the star in the background. Oh, that is bright. Wallace, an unusually small Pegasus or hot Jupiter. Wallace was originally an extrasolar planet that entered this system and was captured by gravity well of the G-class star Skepsis. Deadly locked, Wallace's hot side reaches degrees of 2500 Celsius. When not large enough proportionate to the star to cause eclipses visible from Watson, it is easily seen at dawn or dusk as one of the brightest objects in the sky. That's cool. It's just moderate. Makes sense.
Probe away.
With the way it looks, it's really difficult to see while
Probe away.
turning unless I had the thingy, a probe already on it.
Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away. Probe away. Launching probe. Launching probe.
And now it's depleted.
Probe away.
There's a lot of planets here though. I'm not gonna focus on getting the resources. I'm gonna do that, disable, and then I'm gonna go to Tali. I might as well do all of the scanning and resources like in a different session. Okay, so it's Sanctum I need to go to. Let's explore this one. There's only 2 in this. Icarus system Lina. Lina, or Cloaked, is a methane-clouded hothouse planet. Its lack of a metal-rich core and significant magnetosphere allows for an easy scan, which reveals mining equipment on its surface. It can be deduced that this mining occurred within the last 5 years. Any longer and the machines would have been worn down to nothing but by the excessive heat and dust storms of hot iron oxide. It's a rich one again.
Probe launched.
Barely see anything now. It says rich, but oh, there we are.
Probe away. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe.
It's now back to moderate. Okay.
Launching probe.
Pour.
Probe away.
There's another one somewhere.
Launching probe.
4 is fine. I don't need to like waste all my scan stuff on this. I'll just go to the other planet called Sanctum.
Anomaly detected.
Sanctum is proof of the old spacer adage. Just because it's called a garden world doesn't mean it's a picnic. Freezing ice storms cover the poles and temperate zones, leaving a narrow strip of habitable land at the equator. Dry but windy, this area is home to Sanctum's minimal terrestrial plant life. The planet has yet to develop land-based animals, though invertebrates grow quite large in its pelagic seas. Many refer to as ice cracking at anywhere but the equator is a common employment on Sanctum. The planet is rich in platinum and palladium deposits as well as boron, which is locally used in semiconductor doping. Travel advisory: carbon monoxide levels on Sanctum can reach 5,000 parts per million during thermal inversions. Travelers should carry a brav mask at all times and consult the Sanctum World Weather Service for warnings. Travel advisory: piracy is at a 14-year global high on Sanctum. Visitors should take appropriate security precautions. Capital Vulpes. If you want to read the rest, you can pause it for a sec.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched.
Back to Captain Nerum when you're done. Check all those tunnels for runners and report back to Captain Nerum when you're done.
Launching probe. Something on our sensors.
Anomaly detected. The stress beacon detected on the initial sweep is confirmed to be a fabrication set in place to lure unsuspecting ships into orbit for pirate ambush. Preliminary scans indicate that shutting down false distress beacon will stop the Blue Sun's transmission and disable their ambush site. Surface scans show Blue Sun's communication signatures concentrated around the shuttle hangar bay. I'm gonna finish scanning first.
Probe away. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe. Launching probe.
It's still a moderate. I don't think I'll have enough scans.
Probe away.
Oh, there we go. Poor.
Probe launched.
There we go.
Probe away.
Anything with an increase in element 0 I'll pick up as well. So far there's not really an increase in it. Okay, let's just pick this one up.
Probe launched.
Let's land. We just land on their front door.
spotted.
Combat drone away.
It's a data pad.
Just landed outside the southern entrance. Get out there and take them out now.
Let's go. Let's deal with this.
Concerns over employee safety, the Broadfield mining facility has been closed until further notice.
Combat drone ready. Take that.
Oops. Should have checked before I clicked it. It's just money. It's okay. Data pad.
That jerk Selim just fired me for no reason. I swear the guy has it out for me. I hear the Blue Suns are hiring people to take out some dumbass vigilante on Omega. I'm gonna go show them how it's done. Wish me luck.
That guy's dead. He went for that vigilante, aka Archangel, on Omega, but we saved Archangel, so.
Due to Phillips' brilliant expansion of the northern mining tunnels into the mess hall last week, our small facility will be closing indefinitely. All teams will be transferred to the nearest starbase shortly.
Combat drone ready.
Doesn't look like there's anything I can pick up. Let's look around first. There's more stuff here.
We've got a major haul coming in from that dig site, boys. Move all the unsorted cargo to the mines to make room.
Whoever you are, you won't make it out of here alive.
Robot. I'm not gonna stand next to an explosive crate, I'm sorry. But no. I punched it. Is there anything else? No. Just those guys. Where the hell did my explosion go to? Where's the medkit?
Nobody left but us.
Client agents incoming. An agent from the prospective client arrived today. The client has asked for discretion, which raised a few red flags. On Commander Santiago's suggestion, I plan to persuade the agent to divulge the nature and location of the cargo. Protean artifact confirmed. Well, that didn't take long. The client's agent followed under minimum pressure. Commander Santiago's hunch was correct. The client hopes to hire us to move a Protean artifact from the dig site. With a little more pressure, the agent should gladly give up the location of the dig site itself. Dig site location confirmed. It took some persuasion, but the agent gave up the location of the dig site. I'm dispatching ships and men to the location now. Santiago ought to be pleased. That Protean artifact is worth much more than we'd ever get for transporting it. So they were planning to steal from people. Nothing else?
We've done it.
The way my character got up. All badass. Deactivate the distract speaker at Brunfeld mining facility. Eliminate the blue sense resistance. Achievement earned. Agents. I'm gonna see what that achievement is. Complete 5 missions. Discovered by scanning unexplored worlds. Okay.
No messages for you, Commander. How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander? It's always nice chatting with you.
Skepsis system, Darwin. Mid-sized rock planet Darwin is ironically named, being one of the worst places for life in the galaxy. Its atmosphere is punishing, its temperature boiling, its chemical makeup toxic. Carbon monoxide and methane wrap the planet in an unyielding haze, and scans of its surface show only silicates and molten tin. Its daily thermal fluctuations lead to hurricane-level vortices, due at each pole forming ice that can be seen from orbit. Despite all this, Darwin is still used by spacers as a drive core discharge point. Hydrogen pierces the clouds in the upper atmosphere, making for a really benign approach.
Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away.
I'm gonna need to find a lot more stuff, by the way, because I've got so much resources, except for the element 0, and the whole reason of it is because I can't do any of the other upgrades, because I need an upgrade extra for this, an upgrade extra for that, so I'm gonna need to go around and scan way more planets, to be honest.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
Even though it says depleted, always good to check again on the things you haven't scanned yet. Yeah, but this one is wholly done. Skepsis system, Pauling. Hydrogen methane gas giant, Pauling's gravitational field is believed to have cleared most of what would otherwise have been a sizable asteroid belt. The 2163 mission of the space probe Ultimate gave the inhabitants of Watson reams of data reinforcing this theory, giving the colonists an accurate count of its moons, 66, rings, moon-like ring objects, and more than 200 impact craters on the surface of its metallic core. Ultimate has been since retrieved for reuse on subsequent missions within the solar system. That's cool. It's bored though, so...
Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away. Launch probe. Launching probe.
I don't see too much of use, to be honest, here. I might just leave the planet be. Let's refuel, get more pods, and then check on the other stuff. We've got a lot of money as well. Gamowitz. Named for the 21st century pioneer of groundwater remediation techniques, Gamowitz is an impressive layer of ice over a stony metallic core. Despite its size, it has only one moon, Noah, which shares its carbonaceous composition, leading astronomers to believe it formed following a giant impact. Iridium deposits have attracted miners to the planet, who most work through robots and telepresence because of the planet's strong gravity.
Probe away. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe. Launching probe.
It's a moderate now? Or, okay. No, just a little bit more.
Probe away. Probe launched.
I don't find any, like, element 0 though.
Launching probe.
I guess it makes sense since it's like rare resource. I'm at 85% only, so I'm like lacking I think 1 or 2 planets. This one next to Franklin. Watson. I got the achievement Galactic Explorer. Let's quickly check what that is. Visit 100% of the planets in an unexplored cluster. Okay. Okay, Watson. Watson is known in human media for 2 things: its spectacular tides brought on by a large moon and the bureaucratic snafu over which Earth nations got to settle there first. Watson is a garden world, first discovered in 2165 CE, which, with credit claimed by the Chinese People's Federation, the United North American States and the European Union. I didn't know that was gonna last that long, the European Union. The System Alliance brokered the infamous Reykjavik Compromise. I think it's supposed to be Reykjavik, maybe. Allowing limited colonization from each coalition in cities comprised of populations from each nation. Watson itself turns colder than Earth, with a temperate zone measuring about 30 degrees latitude in every direction from the equator. Its life is not easily mapped to Earth's evolutionary eras. Some islands have species that resemble terrestrial placental mammals, others are overrun by arthropods. It is estimated that at least 2 more generations of xenozoologists will be needed to properly classify all the species of the planet. That's cool though. Oh, element 0.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched.
Okay. Let's see if there's any more element 0 nodes.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched.
Still in the good.
Launching probe.
There's so much resources here, holy.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched.
That went quickly. Is there any like up in element 0 stuff? Not really.
Launching probe.
No. So this is a 100 planet now. Okay. Mass relay. Oh, that's why. I haven't done 100% of these things. There was one upgrade I didn't have the ability to buy an Omega, so I'm probably gonna do that first.
Greetings. I was hoping you'd come by. I'm Ish, and this is Cell. You look like a good person to know.
Friendly faces seem hard to come by around here.
Reasonable people are more valuable than air in a place like this.
I can see you're trying to flatter me. Don't.
Of course. Forgive me. You just made me nervous, is all.
You need something?
Well, if you'd be so kind, I hoped you might consider a proposition. I need skilled, trustworthy people to take care of a little business for me. Nothing illegal, of course, but it's paying work.
What kind of business do you do?
Important business. So important that, with your help, we can change Omega.
What do you mean, we can change Omega?
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but certain people here have business deals with people throughout the galaxy. If we were to have information involving those deals, we could make some ripples around here. That's all I'll say.
If I do that though, I'll piss off the woman that leads this place.
I'm listening.
I'm in the information business, specifically the buying and selling of privileged material. It's nothing illicit. I just need someone to pick up packages in certain locations and bring them to me here.
What's your angle?
No angle. I'm a simple businessman. What do you say?
A source reports that the attack on the human colony of Freedom's Progress is being investigated as a possible terrorist attack by dissidents from former council races. While no formal statement has been issued,
I might as well.
I can do that.
My contacts use specific drop points. I need you to look outside Merib's shop on the Citadel and inside Eternity on Ilium. Look around for anything that might hold a data package and bring those packages to me. Good luck, my friends.
I don't trust it though.
Got a dangerous job that needs doing or employees that just won't work? Let us help. I'm Ruthos Genera, CEO of Genera Staffing Services. We employ a large force of driven, dedicated fortune workers ready to address your security needs. We have the largest number of breeding females and unadapted younglings in the Terminus systems, and we can produce fortune workers to your specifications. Paid for by the followers of the exalted line of the bird. Oriental Luke, she's Omega's #1 citizen. But what do we really want?
What do you want?
What's behind this door?
VIP section of the club. For those with the right name. Do you want something?
I don't want anything at all.
Check out Afterlife's main floor. You'll like it.
Didn't even know that section was there.
I'll take it.
That was everything I could buy that I didn't buy last time.
Blight on galactic fury. You, sir. You are a blight. You. And you. You. And you.
I thought maybe I could talk to them, but no.
End. End is not.
They're saying something about slave trading and stuff. It's really hard to understand the broadcasts though. I should be able to do some more upgrades now. At least one, it seems. It's good though that I bought everything, I think. But yeah. Let's check out Tali's stuff. This looks weird. Is the mass relay the only thing here? The migrant fleet. A fleet of 50,000 craft holding over 17 million Quarians. The migrant fleet is the largest array of spacefaring vessels in the known galaxy. The Quarians and pilgrimage have visited most settled worlds in the galaxy. Few outsiders have ever stepped foot inside the Quarian ships themselves. Doc. I just want Garrus along because of his personality.
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Captain Shepard, Talizora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
I've never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aboard it. That entitles you to respect among our people. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Keep us alive. It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
Tali helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I understand. As the commander of the vessel she serves on, your voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help, Tali. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to talk. They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
You sent Geth materials back to the migrant fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Tali Zora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
It's not very smart of you, Tali. Your dad set you up.
You should speak with Admiral Ra. She's waiting for you up ahead.
I can't believe they're charging Tali Zora with such a thing.
Come, kids. What are you waiting on? Why are you standing there?
If Tali Zora can't even get a Quarian captain to stand for her, she's as good as convicted.
Tali Zora of us, Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepard Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaron Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Tali Zora Vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
You're sick, though.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side.
Indeed she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
It would have been helpful to know about this earlier, Tali.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you. This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Keep us alive. The accused Tali Zora Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard was Normandy. Your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Tali Zora Vasnima, a proud member of the migrant fleet. I regret that her captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Zalcoris, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Admirals, please. Shepard's willingness to represent Tali Zora in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
How could Tali have brought Geth to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the migrant fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you. Quarian strike teams have attempted to retake the ship, so far without success.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you Boshtet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
We can discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
This one guy is trying to set her up. I think he has something to do with it. I don't trust him.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
I still don't trust it. One of these admirals was literally, like the one in the middle, right? The male in the middle was literally constantly throwing shade and being like, oh yeah, well, we'll discuss that later, and
let's go.
The human's not allowed to be here and all that, like trying to make it harder for her to actually prove her innocence.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The Admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alarai. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
Are the judges that set on finding her guilty?
Anything involving the Geth is a live wire, Shepard. But there is still hope. And Girls greatly respects both you and Tali Zora for stopping Saren. Admiral Koresh sees the whole thing as a war crime and wants to convict. I have no idea what Admiral Zen wants. You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that. Yes, the Geth's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war? With the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
I know the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship?
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
I'm not hearing much about Rail's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Real was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Loyalty to the fleet is about more than just killing Geth.
Shepard? How did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Do you remember anything else about the Collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I...
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
I want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Good. Thank you.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
Poor kid, so.
Call Rieger.
Shepard, Tali Zora. Good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
I like his attitude. I just shoot things.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Tali Zora. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Cal.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Garrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy?
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haystrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haystrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. If they can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Yeah, hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
Have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops, Tali. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Hangerel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rael to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
You support experiments on living creatures.
Rael should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
A ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rael agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth.
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
You're insane.
Thank you for the information.
That would also put the entire...
to meet you, Commander.
That would put the entire alliance and stuff. And all the council races against them.
Shepard spoke well to the Admirals.
Even during the hearing, Tali Zora's first thought is to protect the fleet.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Ran got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangerel Vasnima. You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. I'm glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
I'm just here to help Tali, Admiral.
I'm glad someone is.
You believe I'm innocent, don't you, Admiral?
I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
When you didn't recognize Tali as Admiral Zen, she's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rael's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit wetter he always was.
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
That's, not good.
You disagree
Oh,
with
sorry.
Admiral Quartz?
That's a damn... He wants... Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
It sounds like he knows the rules and how to get around them.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. A ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali, but if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Well, that's all I need to know. Thank you.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
The human can work a crowd, I'll admit that much.
If anyone can retake the Alarai, Tali Zora.
My father dead? Or trapped on the Alarai? My name stripped? How could you not tell me this, Captain?
I'm sorry, Tali. I was under orders from Admiral Ran herself. I couldn't say anything. She wanted to get you onto the Alarai. She said that the Admiralty Board needed to see your reactions. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Who decides where the migrant fleet is going?
That's a more complex question than you might think. The Conclave votes on where we're going, but the Admiralty works out how we get there safely. Avoiding areas of piracy, scheduling resupply, that sort of thing.
Seems like you're cut out of the loop.
Raya has a representative in the Conclave, like every other ship. But me, personally, I don't get to say in anything that happens beyond my ship's hull. If my crew doesn't like the way things are going, we're free to leave the fleet at any time. Of course, since the Raya produces about a third of the fleet's food, they try to keep us happy.
Why is the fleet here? A binary blue giant system isn't the most hospitable place in the galaxy.
Not if you're looking for a planet to land on. We've been doing a lot of deep-range travel. The bulk of the fleet is here to charge up using photovoltaic solar cells. We're running an ice mining operation at the Red Dwarf 6 light years off. They haul it here, and we melt it for water, or crack it into deuterium, hydrogen, and oxygen.
That sounds cool, though.
Why did you post guards outside our ship?
Aside from the fact that your crew is Cerberus, technically it's under quarantine. Any accidental intership contact could sicken or kill our crew.
That makes sense.
We'll talk to you later, Captain.
So, where do I go?
Tali Zora is stuck with a human captain?
Tali Zora and her father are out of control. This is on deck.
Where do I go?
I didn't expect a human to be such a good speaker.
Loyalty to the fleet is about more than just killing Geth. Tali Zora is guilty.
If Tali Zora is stuck with a human captain, at least it's an eloquent one.
Tali Zora Vas Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard of Normandy.
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Tali Zora. Kira Selai.
I'm surprised they wear their suits still. I guess they're not clean carters. They would need their home planet for actual like safety.
Heads up!
That's already a bit suspect though.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves, signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home and Father would send a small ship.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
We'll find out, sweetie. Don't worry.
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize. Oh, Keela. How many Geth are networked?
All of them. Rail Zora.
Shut it down! Shut everything down! They're in the system!
I'll take it.
Geth shield strength. What?
To the left!
Lock down navigation. Weapons are offline. Our mistake won't endanger the fleet. They're burning through the door. I don't have much time. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Jonah, if you get this, be strong for Daddy. Mommy loves you very much.
What the fuck? They were saying their mistake though.
Hostile spotted.
Were you on the table, Tali?
One down.
There's a lot of Geth though, like a lot. Hey, Melon.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Do you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
You'll reclaim your homeworld someday, Tali. If your father can't help you, I will.
Taking back our planet would only be the beginning. We'd have to cannibalize our fleet to rebuild cities and infrastructure. It would take generations of gene therapy to readapt our immune system so we could live without suits again. We'd be adapting our entire culture. Again. Sometimes I wonder if it's actually worth it.
Have the Quarians considered colonizing a new world?
we'd have enough difficulty reacclimating to our own native environment. Adjusting for exposure to a foreign colony would be even harder. It's the difference between 60 years and 600. For anyone alive now to watch a sunset without a map, we must take back our home. At the very least, we can take back one ship. Come on.
Oh, Tali.
Eat this!
Is that again? It's a bit more difficult than I expected it to be.
First entry. Our hacking attempts failed. The Geth have an adaptive consciousness. Hack one process and the others autocorrect. Still, we're making progress. Rail Zora is convinced we'll have a viable system in less than a year. This weapon will put our people back on the homeworld, and it's all because of Rail Zora.
Father! No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program, maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't leave me.
Hey, come here.
No. Tali.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
You got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
Tali, if you are listening, then I am dead. The Geth have gone active. I don't have much time. Their main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangerl and Daro Zen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
He knew you'd come for him. He was trying to help you. It's not perfect. It's not what you wanted. But it's the best he could do.
I don't know what's worse. Thinking he never really cared, or thinking that he did, and that this was the only way he could show it. It doesn't matter. One way or the other, I cared. And I'm here. And we're ending this. Get ready to fight.
Watch for drone.
console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any Geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more Geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if Tali Zora could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback. Leave Tali out of this. Assemble a new Geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
It sounds like he was doing this for you.
I never wanted this, Shepard. Keela, I never wanted this. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but this... When this comes up in the trial, we can't tell them. Not the Admirals, not anyone.
Rael Zora doesn't need you to worry about him anymore. You heard him say he didn't want you to be caught in the politics.
You don't understand, Shepard. They would strike his name from the manifest of every ship he ever served on. He would be worse than an exile. He'd be a traitor to our people, held up for children as a monster in a cautionary tale. I can't let all the good he did be destroyed for this, Shepard.
Tali, without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history. I cannot.
We're not gonna decide anything here. Let's see what the Admirals say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
We need to face facts. There has been no word. There is no reason to think Tali Zora survived.
Hello.
Sounds like the hearing is already underway.
We must trust Shepard's offer of assistance. It's only been a few hours.
The Quarian Marines lasted less than 5 minutes.
Very well. Is the Admiralty Board prepared to render judgment?
Sorry we're late.
Tali Zora Vas Normandy saved the Alarai. I hope this proves her loyalty to the Quarian people.
Her loyalty was never in doubt, only her judgment.
Perhaps Tali Zora can offer something to encourage more trust in her judgment.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
Shepard, please.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
If I give the evidence, it's going to destroy...
Tali helped me defeat Saren and the Geth at the Citadel. That should be all the evidence you need.
I fail to see what relevance.
You're not really interested in Tali, are you? This trial isn't about her. It's about the Geth.
This hearing has nothing to do with the Geth.
You want people to sympathize with them. Hangarel wants to go to war. None of you care about Tali. She knows more about the Geth than any other Quarian alive. You should be listening to her, not putting her on trial. Tali Zora saved the Citadel. She saved the Alarai. She showed the galaxy the value of the Quarian people. I can't think of stronger evidence than that.
Are the admirals prepared to render the judgment? Tali Zora, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges. Commander Shepard, please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
If you appreciate me, then listen. The Reapers are coming. I'm going to need your help to stop them. Please don't throw away your lives against the Geth.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. I hope this board carefully considers your advice.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Tali Zora Vas Normandy. Kila Salai.
I can't believe you pulled that off. What you said. I've never had anyone speak like that on my behalf. Thank you for being there for my
I know,
father
I did the Paragon option, but I was like...
Thank you.
We can still go back in and get you exiled if you want.
Thanks. But I'm fine with things like this. It's fun watching you shout.
It's fun watching you shout.
Tali, about what your father said. What he did. You deserved better.
I got better, Shepard. I got you.
No.
Come on, Tali Zora Vas Normandy. Let's get back to our ship.
Thank you, Captain.
This should come in handy.
I'm gonna talk to these people again now. What did I get? Attack damage, okay.
The admirals thought they were humbling you by forcing you to represent her, Shepard. I'm glad they were wrong. You didn't mention survivors. Did you find real Tali? I am sure he would have left you a message if he'd had time.
We found Rail's body. He left a message for Tali.
I can only imagine how horrible this is for you, child. But at least you got to hear your father tell you he loved you.
Yes. Thank you, Admiral.
Good luck on your mission. No matter how dark it gets, the fleet is always with you. Kila Salai.
You called us on the carpet out there, Shepard, and you were right. Thank you. Tali shouldn't have been involved in that argument. Tell me, though, honestly, what did you find over there? You spoke well, but I know a feint when I see it.
Tali, is there anything the Admiral should know?
We found a lot of dead bodies, Admiral. Including my father's, that's all. Whatever research they were doing was destroyed.
I'll take your word for it, Tali. Not that I have much choice. Fight well, and fly safe, kid. Your father would be proud of you.
Really just turn away.
Very impressive, Shepard. Thank you for your help on the Alarai. And thank you for helping Rail Zora's daughter. You stood for her when we failed. We were wrong to let our own concerns about the war overshadow Tali's trial.
The other admirals told me that you're pushing for peace. Push hard.
Believe me, Commander, I will.
The talk of war gives me hope. Maybe we can retake the homeworld in my lifetime.
Hello again, Commander. Good luck, Tali.
No.
Very impressive speech, Commander Shepard. But tell me truly, did you recover any of Rael Zora's research on the Alarai?
Nothing that will help you, Admiral.
Pity. Oh well. Whatever is created can be recreated. In any event, I am pleased that our talk regarding the war conundrum allowed you to help Tali. Her exile would have been unfortunate.
You should abandon your plans, Admiral. They're only going to make the situation worse.
We shall see, Commander. Many things are impossible until they are done.
Nice talking, Shepard. It's funny how it takes a commander to remind the admirals about military honor. Glad they're off your back, ma'am. And that you didn't have to give them that evidence you found on the LRI.
I didn't say anything about finding evidence, Carl.
Noticed that, ma'am.
Any idea what your next assignment is going to be?
I'm going to be escorting more techs around to look for signs of dark energy buildup. Maybe see if they can figure out what's causing it. Wherever they send me, it'll have to be less exciting than Haystrom.
What's your take on the war? Are the Admirals going to try to retake the homeworld?
I won't shy away from a fight, but if the Admirals throw the fleet at the Geth, all they'll get back is scrap metal. The best bet would be for us to find another way. But a soldier can't say unless his superiors ask.
Stay safe out there, Rieger.
You too, Shepard. Ma'am.
Carl, just call me Tali.
I'll work on that, ma'am.
I'll work on that, ma'am.
Tali and Shepard are good at killing synthetics. Glad they're on our side.
I think that's it, right? Tali Zora has been cleared of all charges, and her trust in Shepard ensures her loyalty on the mission. Political ramifications of Quarian war efforts against Geth are troubling. Likely to need Quarian forces against Reapers can risk additional instability. Tali got a new power. And a new outfit! And then the extra upgrades. Achievement unlocked. Treason. Gain the loyalty of the Quarian. Okay.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
An important request from Mr. Ganak Ayal. Dear Sir or Madam, having consulted with my colleagues at the Citadel, I have the privilege to request for your assistance to transfer a large quantity of protean technology uncovered at Ilos. Believing these materials to be a hazardous danger, they were locked in quarantine. Even though the tests revealed that the fears were groundless, the quarantine remained in effect until one can pay for a permit to request a reclassification from the Cultural Ministry. Knowing of your interest in protean technology, I would be happy to deliver most of it into your hands, keeping less than half for myself. As a Batarian, I cannot engage in Council official activities, but if you transfer the 20,000 credits required to me, this exchange could be made in your name, enabling us both the profits from this happy accident. Please reply urgently with your credit transfer account information. Sounds like a scam.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Okay.
I'll be here if you need anything.
I'm gonna do the research, then I'm going to Tali. What? You can end that mission with Tali through all but one conversation path. I'll let you guess which.
Sheila, I'm sorry I dragged you into Quarian politics. All that infighting, seeing what my father did. You were the only one there for me, Shepard. The only cover I had against that storm.
I don't understand, Melon.
Thank you.
I imagine they're trying to fill your father's spot on the Admiralty Board. What will that do to the balance of power?
I have no idea. Being exiled might have made it easier. A few people are suggesting me as a candidate. Replacing an admiral takes time, though. You may not have noticed, but Quarians like to debate.
Are Quarian politics always like that?
No. Sometimes it can actually get unpleasant. We're a very social people, Shepard. We have to be, to make up for being stuck in these suits. And part of that means getting involved in each other's business.
The whole trial was insulting. You should have had time to mourn your father.
I don't think life is about what you deserve. But my father would be honored that I chose to mourn him by blowing up a lot of gas. I should get back to work. But thanks for checking on me.
Okay. I don't know if I'll do an alternate playthrough though, so you can just tell me. Say it in Discord though, so I can read it in a second. I'm just doing like the last run-throughs. So next time we'll be going through the Crescent Nebula. There's a lot of quests there, so I'll see how many I can do in the next session though. But yeah, Crescent Nebula will be it for next time. Either way, thank you everybody for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a nice evening. Bye bye!